Do you know how important sleep is for your health and productivity? Sleep, our nightly escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life, is much more than just a time for rest and relaxation. It's a critical component of our overall health, impacting everything from our brain function to our heart health and immune system. Think of sleep as the body's maintenance time, a period when various repair and renewal processes take place. It's the time when our brain sorts and stores the day's experiences, solidifying memories and learning. A good night's sleep enhances creativity, problem-solving abilities, and attention span, making us more productive and effective in our waking hours. Our heart and blood vessels, too, gain immensely from sleep. During sleep, blood pressure goes down, giving our heart and blood vessels a bit of a rest. The consistent quality sleep helps to regulate the body's stress hormones and inflammation levels, reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Let's not forget our immune system, the body's first line of defense against infections. While we sleep, our bodies produce proteins called cytokines that help the immune system fight off infections, inflammation, and stress. Without enough sleep, the production of these protective cytokines decreases, leaving us more susceptible to common ailments like the flu and common cold. The National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 to 9 hours of sleep for most adults. This may vary slightly from person to person, but it's a good benchmark for ensuring your body gets the rest it needs to function optimally. During these precious sleeping hours, our bodies go through several sleep cycles, each consisting of 4 stages. These stages range from light sleep to deep sleep and the REM, rapid eye movement stage, where most of our dreaming occurs. Each stage plays a unique and crucial role in maintaining our physical and mental health. As you can see, sleep is not just about feeling rested, it plays a vital role in maintaining our overall health. But what happens when we don't get enough sleep? Our bodies and minds don't just shut off when we hit the hay. Instead, they go into overdrive, repairing and rejuvenating, processing the day's experiences and preparing for the next day. So when we skimp on sleep, it's not just our energy levels that take a hit. In the short term, sleep deprivation can wreak havoc on our cognitive function. It's harder to focus, to remember things, and to make decisions. Our reaction times slow down, which can be especially dangerous if we're behind the wheel. It's like trying to navigate through a fog. Everything becomes a bit more challenging, a bit more blurry. Our emotional well-being also gets tossed around by sleep deprivation. You know that cranky, irritable feeling after a poor night's sleep? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to mood disorders like depression and anxiety. It's a vicious cycle. The more stressed and anxious we are, the harder it is to sleep, and the less we sleep, the more stressed and anxious we become. Now let's talk about the physical toll of sleep deprivation. Our bodies need sleep to repair cells and tissues, to rejuvenate our immune system, and to regulate our metabolism. When we're sleep deprived, we're more susceptible to infections, we struggle to maintain a healthy weight, and our risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes increases. Chronic sleep deprivation, which is consistently getting less sleep than our bodies need, is linked to a host of serious health problems. It's been associated with an increased risk of obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. It can also exacerbate existing health conditions, making them harder to manage. Clearly, consistently missing out on sleep can have serious consequences for our health and well-being. So, let's not underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. After all, it's not just about feeling refreshed in the morning, it's about giving our bodies and minds the time they need to restore, rejuvenate, and prepare for the day ahead. Not only does sleep affect our health, but it also plays a crucial role in our daily productivity. Let's dive into how exactly sleep affects our productivity. You see, when we are well rested, our brains function at their optimal level. This means that our cognitive processes, including focus, memory, and decision-making abilities, are all firing on all cylinders. In other words, a good night's sleep can make us sharper, smarter, and more efficient at whatever tasks the day may throw at us. On the flip side, when we are sleep deprived, these same cognitive processes start to slow down. We may find it harder to concentrate, our memory may not be as sharp, and we might struggle with making decisions, even simple ones. This is because our brain is essentially running on fumes, trying to function without the energy it needs to do so effectively. Imagine trying to drive a car with an almost empty fuel tank. Sure, you might be able to get a few miles down the road, but eventually, that car is going to sputter and stall. The same thing happens to our brains when we don't get enough sleep. We might be able to push through for a little while, but eventually our productivity is going to take a hit. But there's good news. Just as a car runs better on a full tank of fuel, our brains function better after a good night's sleep. Studies have shown that people who get enough sleep are more creative, have better problem-solving skills, and are more efficient in their work. That's right, something as simple as getting a good night's sleep could be the key to unlocking your full potential at work, in school, or in any other area of your life. So, the next time you're tempted to pull an all-nighter to finish a project or study for an exam, remember this: your brain needs sleep just as much as your body does. And by giving it the rest it needs, you're not only improving your health but also your productivity. So, a good night's sleep does not only keep you healthy, but it also keeps you productive. So, how can we ensure we get enough good quality sleep? Well, let's delve into a few practical sleep hygiene tips. First, maintaining a regular sleep schedule is crucial. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Consistency is key to regulating your body's internal clock. Next, create a sleep-friendly environment. This means a dark, quiet, and cool room. Consider using earplugs, an eye mask, or a white noise machine if needed. Lastly, avoid habits that can interfere with sleep, such as consuming caffeine or alcohol close to bedtime, and late-night screen time. The blue light emitted by screens can throw off your circadian rhythm. By following these tips, you can improve your sleep quality and, in turn, your overall health and productivity. In conclusion, we've explored how vital sleep is for our health and productivity, and the detrimental effects of sleep deprivation. Don't underestimate the power of a good night's rest. Remember, sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Prioritize sleep to boost your health and productivity,